How friends, welcome to the channel. And I started this video on a note of sadness. I was doing the shopping, doing our shopping just now, and they were out of stock of custard tarts. So this might be a bit more of a lower key stream than normal. But we're back with Dune Awakening. Is it Dune Awakening? I think so. Whatever it is, I'm horribly addicted to it. This game is just... what way do I need to go? That way. This game has just horribly grabbed me. Whatever it is about the game, it's just tripped something in my brain, and I'm horribly addicted. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the sun to go down because I've got trouble. So I've moved base, essentially. This is my new base work in progress. Let me just show you. So this is the map. So this is kind of the middle of the map, and also you kind of have to go up in tiers when you're crafting stuff. And I needed some carbon, and the carbon is all over here. So this is iron, this is carbon that you need to make steel, obs. And so I kind of place myself here so I can move to steel, make the steel stuff. What I'm trying to do is not rush, but I'm trying to quickly move towards getting an ornithopter so I can then fly around and visit all these locations without having to go over the sand, essentially. So steel is the next step up, and so I'm going to make some steel stuff so that I'm stronger, and then I'm going to see what I need to make for the next kind of tier level, which I think is where the ornithopters are, but I don't want to stay out here too long. Let's get going. Changing bases is a bit of a shit. Now, you do get some device that creates a blueprint of your base, but I'm assuming it doesn't just construct everything for you in a new spot. If it does, then what I'm doing here is incredibly stupid. Oh shit, I've gone the wrong way. If it does, then what I'm doing here is incredibly stupid, because, yeah. I don't think it moves it, so I think you still need all the resources you would need. I think it just copies the format, maybe, or whatever. I didn't like the base anyway, particularly from a design point of view. I wanted something a bit more kind of open, you know, open plan. So that's kind of what we're going for here, but I'm kind of having to move all of my. I'm moving the stuff that I need across from my old base, basically. So, yeah, we're doing that. The location I've chosen seems quite popular. I'm not sure if it's because it's in the middle, but there are quite a lot of big bases around that area. So I don't know. I kind of guess that kind of maybe tells me that I've done something right. And if it's in the middle and you've got an ornithopter, I guess it just gives you, yeah, just better access to stuff. Oh, I didn't go in the quicksand there. The worms are strange. I think there's only one worm. So I don't know why it came up. I mean, maybe I attracted it to that point. I've got no idea. But sometimes when I'm riding along, the worm sign is like crazy red for some reason. I'm still not quite sure why. But the worm comes up somewhere else, so I'm not sure if someone else has kind of triggered it, essentially. I'm really not sure. And I'm not sure if there's only one worm, and if there is only one worm, then maybe you just don't really have to worry about it that much. If the worm is off doing something else, you know. The only thing I would say is that playing off peak, I guess there's like more options for me to yeah, for the worm to come chasing after me. But the only time the worms got me, and it wasn't really the worm. I made the mistake of driving too close to those spawned wreckages that spawn in the middle of the sand. It came up to eat that, and I kind of got caught in quicksand, basically. But other than that, other than kind of admiring the worms, I haven't really had too many problems with them. Which I think is fine, you know. I mean, it's a game where you have to drive around, run around. You have to cross the sand, you know, so last thing you want is something making it incredibly difficult for you. I think that little bar that vibrates at the bottom, the worm sign bar, is enough to get you going. I know that at some point I'm going to find out that there was a much easier way of doing this. Because there's kind of like a new world thing as well, where you have to pay rent or something, which is weird. You have to pay rent to the authorities for building something on some sand. You know, I'm not sure who's actually claimed the planet as their own. That's my base. I don't want to go crashing over the rocks there, so let's drive around. I guess just like real life, you know. Wherever you build, you've got to pay someone. But I'm not sure if it's based on how many fiefs you've got, fiefdoms, fiefdoms, whatever it's pronounced. So yeah, so I'll probably collapse this base and then kind of make it, and then maybe make a second base somewhere else. It's like a weekly cost, which okay, so my plan is to basically demolish stuff which gives you resources back. So much water left in here. A ton of water in here. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything with it, I don't think. Nope. Okay. I want to take most of this stuff. I've got plenty of that. I'll take one. Take a couple of those. I'll definitely take these. My vehicle's got some storage as well, so I think that's it. I think that's pretty much all I've got. God, I'll take this. Oh, I can't carry anything else. Okay, I'll take that with me because let's chuck that in there. Okay. Take all this because some of it, oh for God's sake, some of it I found, some of it I made. The amount of times I do the wrong action to let's just chuck this crap in there. That's my gun that I use. Okay. Right, so what I can do now is demolish stuff. Okay, so it refunds a lot of your stuff. It refunds a lot of the stuff you made to craft it. So that is, I think that's a good thing. Does it give you your power cells back? No. Oh, it actually drops the. Oh, it drops the power cells. Oh, okay. So I can immediately just go and build, get things going. Get things going at the other base, essentially. My bike can take a few more bits. I'm glad I'm getting the iron ingots back because it just means that I don't have to. It's almost full. Okay. I don't know if I want to... 90... Salvage metal's easy to get. I've got a lot of that. Copper ingots would... Yeah, that's probably be the most... Yeah, getting those back. Salvage metal, I've got loads. That looks like something that will be good to kill off. And that. And that. I've got quite a lot of salvage metal. How's my weight doing? Okay. It's all salvage metal. Any more copper ingots? Yep. No, no, no. I think ingots are a good idea to have, actually. I think that's it. Oh, I think we're mostly done. Yeah, that's full. What are these? Ah, okay. Ay, ay, ay. There's a load of stuff here we don't need. Just drop that. Take that. Okay, I think that's it. I think we've basically cleared the base. So we have relocated our base, mostly. I think when I get back I can just... which way do I need to go? So I need to get around to here. I think when I get back I can just abandon this base, essentially. As I said, like, before you do it the way I've done it, maybe check it out first, but there is a way of blueprinting your base with a device, but I can't imagine you can then just copy everything somewhere else. Maybe it's just the building and not the stuff inside. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, this game has kind of affected me in the same way that New World did when it first came out. Just totally hooked on the gameplay loop. I know some people don't kind of like the gameplay loop, running around, you know, like Ubisofty type thing. But yeah, I'm just completely hooked on it. But I always have been with these games. You know, there's just something about them that triggers the dopamine. I mean, even though it's something that I don't normally get too involved in, although I did on New World actually a bit, but I'm even enjoying the like the tiered crafting, moving up through the ranks kind of thing. It's quite interesting. It's like a Chinese or Japanese style. Those red splotches are quicksand, I discovered, I think, so, yeah. There's a massive crashed shipwreck here that I haven't really explored yet, but I will do at some point. There's like a radiation level there, though, and I'm not sure if I've got anything that... I'm not sure if my suit that I've currently got is effective against radiation in any way. The other reason I built where I did is that very close by there's I need to go straight across there. Very close by there's there's worm sign over there. I think. Don't want to annoy if you don't have to. Yeah, very close by to this base, just up here. There's like a trading post as well. I'm not sure how trading is working at the moment. I need to check it out. I don't know if like you can buy, if you can sell resources. I know you can sell stuff to vet to like an NPC, but I don't know if you can. I'm not sure. I don't know if you can sell stuff to other players as well. I'm not sure how that's working. Oof. Didn't like that. Okay. We're mostly home, pretty much. Got one more little bit to go over. One thing I'm interested in the game is, I mean, I was watching quite a lot of videos yesterday, listening to people talking and stuff, and talking about other games that they've played, and I think initially, obviously, you're going to get a lot of different types of gamers playing these games. People like Dune, a bit of RPG, story, crafting, whatever it may be, PvP, you know, whatever. But looking at the people who are really hardcore online on YouTube, you know, they've got like big guilds and they've built massive bases and they've already got all the best stuff. I just think that sadly, I think long term, those are just going to be the only people that play the game, that are playing the game. I think, unfortunately. I mean, I love it, as I said. I'm sort of horribly addicted to it, but yeah, I think there's just going to come a point where the game's coming down soon. Jesus Christ, this game has been down so much for updates. It is frustrating. I know it's a new game, but really, it is a bit annoying. Like at the weekend, it was going down for 2 hours for updates and stuff. I think they need to sort their schedule out somehow with regards to that. Okay, so we're back at our base. Back at our new base, I should say. Right, okay. So down here, I wasn't quite sure where to build stuff. Down here, I was going to kind of make this into the living area. But if I did that, I'd probably want to open this bit up so I've got a view. And this was going to be like the crafting kind of area. So what I want is one of these to create the power, rather than having to have, you know, a number of the other ones. But I need some calibrated servoc, and I've got absolutely no idea where that comes from. So I think it might be advanced servoc. So I think it's going to be in base advanced servocs. Calibrated servoc. Okay, so it's kind of in the next level up. And I have fought a couple of mobs in that level, but they do a lot of damage. They are, you know, I think the idea, unless you know what you're doing, to be able to rush to something to a certain level, I think you need to. The other thing as well is that when you go, you're probably going to have to clear out a few of those things to actually get to that point. I think what I'm going to do at the moment is I'm just going to go with, I can just abandon them anyway. I think what we'll do is we will, because for the last base that I had, I needed some I think that's got a couple of days worth. Yeah. Let's go and get some. Oops, no. Power packs are in the bike, aren't they? I think. Sorry. Go and check it out. Yeah, there they are. I've got no hope of picking them up. Let's chuck all of our crap in the bike. One thing I noticed with the power supply, with the power pack, is when you go, for me anyway, when I've tried to do it, holy moly. I'm just carrying far too much crap around, I think that's the problem. Okay. Of course I can't put them in there because it's full. I need to build some more boxes. Oh God's sake! Yeah, maybe I've missed something, but I'm finding that. Let me just put those in there for now, so I can. When you go to fill up the power supply, the power unit. Manage. Yeah, you can only you deposit everything you've got. You can't choose an amount. It feels like. Yeah. Okay. Nope, not that one. Okay, so we've got some power for a while. I think probably that wind power generator thing will be... I'm going to move that down the priority list a bit. I think what I actually want is to upgrade my equipment and then maybe go into some different locations to do some stuff. I don't think there's anything else there particularly that I need. Iron ingots. So what have we got? I've got a fabricator. An improved blood purifier is definitely the way to go. It was so much more efficient than the first one. I think really I only need one. I can also create some wind farm. Sorry, so that water condensation collection things, but I'm not sure. Got one of those. Definitely need the ore refinery. It's weird that the ore refinery is it's length on, so the access to it is at the front, which is a bit weird. How can we place that? I can just flip it round and access it anyway. Not right in front of the blood extractor though, that would be a pain in the arse. I'm going to have just a few chests here around this area, so go. I don't want to muck around too much at the moment. Storage. I do prefer the big chests, actually. Lol. Okay. So, stuff that I've been confused about, in case you ever come across it, is what the Slaver steel suit is essentially the steel suit, steel tier steel suit, and I've learned I've researched it, but I can't make it at the fabricator. and I'm not sure why. I think it might be okay. So to make to upgrade my steel suit, which is what I want to do, I need to make a garment fabricator. And I think I can probably do that. Now, will it let me make it? That's the key thing. Yes, it will. Oh, yes. Okay. Should get my fabricators together, shouldn't I? A bit OCD, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So I now think I can upgrade my... okay. So, water. And... So I can now make it. But water and this micro sandwich fabric thing is going to be an issue. Fair enough. Okay. What's time of day? The east. Where's the sun? The sun is... no. There it is. There's the west. Okay. So it's past midday, I would guess. Doesn't matter now, I guess, because when's the servers cut? The game's going down in 25 minutes. That's really annoying, isn't it? But anyway, water is my next objective. While I'm here, let's put some water storage around. Oops. Okay. I did bring some water with me actually. What I should have done in preparation is made a load of these and just and took the water from a previous place, but you know, we didn't. There's no point in whining about it now. You have to be careful with this game as well because it does just go down. It did previously anyway. Like you don't get any warning or anything. It just goes. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of bases around here. Let's have a look over here. Get up on top of my base. That's actually a refinery type thing there, so that's fine. We'll extract some blood. There's another little base thing over there by the looks of it. I've got myself a shield as well, which proved to be quite useful. The aggro's weird. It's like it's that guy kind of knew what was going on. What? Die. He made a mistake. Yeah. Boyo. Yeah. There are bases all over, you know, these little camps and bases and stuff. But I just thought it was a good idea to be near blood, essentially. You do get this upgrade much further down the line. I think you maybe get awarded one for a quest for the last quest, Fremen quest, where apparently you can bring bodies back to. You put bodies in these things, the Death Steel, They're still, and yeah, you you just draw the blood from them essentially. Let's go and have a look over here. Another goal. One of the reasons why I end up not sticking with these not sticking with these games too much, or as long as I maybe like to, is that like a big game like this where you kind of create your own adventure, I do struggle. There's too many things to do, and so in the end I just get a bit bogged down by what to do next. So I think it's just good to have goals, you know. Do this first, then do this, what have you.
Someone. I need help. Shield on.
I think I said it before as well. Be careful because grenades are nasty. Wait, yeah, he's dead. Oh, did he blow himself up? Excellent. Where did the other one go? I killed two. Did I kill two? Oh, there we go. You can draw blood and loot them at the same time, which is a nice touch. It's weird as well. It's one of those games where you've got no idea how big it is, how popular it is. It seems to be popular, but when you're playing the game, it's difficult to know because I think the servers are limited to a certain amount of people, and that kind of combined with the fact that I play off peak. Yeah, it's difficult to see, difficult to know. I do see some people around, but it's not like mega. It's not mega. It's interesting. I wonder why that wall is cracked there. No, we're not going to get through there. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying before, I'm definitely someone who needs to pick something to do and focus on it, because otherwise I just I kind of get bogged down and not get anywhere, kind of thing, you know. I suppose the thing with these games is always that they are designed to a certain extent, maybe quite a lot, to be played in a group, you know. So maybe in a guild you would just spread the jobs around. So
who's that?
Who's that?
There's someone here.
Require backup.
I did yesterday. It was funny yesterday. I went to. I think there was a wrist access thing around here somewhere. I think I missed it. I went into a PvP location just because I had to go into it to get one of the items that is in there. What have I done? Fool. I went past the access to that door. I can't remember where it was now. Let me smoke. Where are you, bugger? I'm sure it was around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, I went into a PvP area, and while I felt quite exhilarated, there was no one else there, yeah, I came to the conclusion that, irrespective of that, it's just not for me. You know, I just don't want. I just don't want Big Johnny 69 just killing me or whatever. I'm just not, you know, I'm just not into it anymore. Can't be doing with it. So yeah. Oh, they're all full. Okay. Is there any intel here? No, complex machinery is the reward for this place, which I think will probably be in here. We don't want that. And it was funny because there was I had to complete some of the quests and stuff. I guess you could buy them actually. To be fair, I haven't checked that, so I don't want to make a big deal of it beforehand. Maybe I can actually, but there's just some stuff that I needed, and it only dropped in the PvP zone. But I've just thought to myself that I can probably maybe go and buy it. Oops. I feel like I can get up here. Is there any reason to get up here? Oh, there's a floor. Oh, and a chest. That was only a normal chest, so... There's a lot of shooting going on, I can hear. Sounds like
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow. Continuous fire here. No, we don't need those. Is there a way out from here? Nope. I think we've pretty much got what we need here.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Where's the sandstorm? It's just over there, coming this way. There it is. Is that it? No. That was a worm, I think. There's a sandstorm. You see it coming. It's pretty cool. I think I mentioned it on a comment. I think, but there's this mega sandstorm that happens once a week. I think it is. In
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
it happens in a deep desert. I think I'm not sure if it affects everywhere, but basically it comes through and it changes the map, changes the location of systems and stuff. Here it goes. Here it comes. How's the NPC there? Oh, he's in a cave, I suppose. So. Wow. That was pretty cool. Like, if you go into the map, I like the way you can see the storm as well, like passing you. That's really cool. It's got some neat ideas, this game. It really has. All my machinery full of sand now. I can build some lighting as well, so at some point I'll put some lighting around. Let's get the blood distilling while we're here. Need that water. And Okay, so we've got some water coming in. What I'll probably do when I come back after the game goes down is... What do we need? 10, 18, 27, 47, and I've got 16. I might go over to the... I mean, in this particular... This, I should just quickly show you the map. So I've opened these two locations. This one goes right up there, and this one. You just go into there, find a high point, and shoot up a sensor, and it opens it up for you and basically shows you where some stuff is. This is where you start over here. There's another big area here that I haven't opened yet. This area I've got all the intel. A couple of places I haven't been to, but I've got all the intel from here, and I've done the... I'm up to number 4 on the Fremen journey thing as well, which I think is... maybe I've done 4 as well. I'm not sure. I think that might be that one. But in this area here, I've still got loads to do, stuff to unlock, intel to get. These Imperial testing stations are normally got loads of resources in and stuff. Got a lot of these. Yeah, quite a lot of intel here as well. Yeah, but I've got quests here as well. Look, I need to open up this section. My idea is to raid across here. And get the carbon I need to make steel, essentially, which is gonna upgrade all my stuff. Okay, the server's going to shut down. Wow, that's rubbish. That is rubbish. Okay, well, I guess we can play something else. What should we play? You know what? I've started faffing around in New World again on a new dude, so I'm going to do that. Well, it's got to download. That's great. Yeah, Dune's going to be down for 2 hours, and I'll probably would have stopped streaming by then. So. It's funny with New World. It's almost the MMO that I would just keep playing and playing and playing. I know it sounds weird as a classic EverQuest Andy, because it is a very different type of game. But even so, again, there's just something about it that scratches that itch. It's got a combination of different things. The things that stop me playing it is that the game is just confused. The game is confused. It doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know whether it wants to be a PvE raid-based game at endgame or a PvP game or whatever. So they're doing both, and none of them, I don't think, are really satisfying anyone who's playing it particularly. As a PvE player, you kind of run out of stuff to do, and it's got these stupid mechanics as well that I don't understand. Like, yeah, I was just starting this new dude. It's got these stupid mechanics as well where you can't go into a dungeon on your own and stuff. Just stupid MMO decisions. Maybe that's what modern MMOs do. I don't know. But why would you have an MMO where you can't just go into a dungeon when you want? Like, you have to look for a group. It's just stupid. Like, why would you have that? Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, that's a bit jerky. Maybe it was just loading in. So I was just pushing through the main quests basically. I'm trying to stay focused on particular skills as well. So like a great sword, kind of blunderbuss spear were the skills that I was going to be going with.
Here's my new friend right here. All the truffles I lost
cost and then some. I hope it wasn't too hard.
Holy smoke.
Keep that sickle for your troubles, and if you make a habit of harvesting herbs and such, we'll cross paths again. No.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Jesus Christ, what sort of an accent was that? Okay. I've got stuff. This is a game that just gives you stuff. You've got loads of stuff to do, places to visit, stuff to pick up, chests to open. Then you might get random stuff. It chucks it chucks things in your inventory that you need to open, and it's like random. It's like a constant dopamine hit of a game. It's a shame people can't decorate their houses for shit. It's like a better looking version of Shroud of the Avatar, unfortunately. But there you go. So I've got a couple of got to check out the storage shed. Okay, this is very early in the game. I think this is all the starter stuff that I'm wearing here. Yeah. Check out the trading post. Last time I played the game, I kind of played it as more of a... Holy shit, where does it want me to go? Oh. Last time I played it, I kind of played it in a way that just made it more interesting for me. Made it harder, I guess. Like, I only used the items that I either looted or I got from quests or I made myself, essentially, which I liked. I like the idea of sort of Grace O'Malley again. She's kind of quite funny, Grace O'Malley. Bit annoying. Oh, here we go.
I've met stately noble gentry and shipwrecked men of 20. I've met souls from ancient memory, found in sagas and dusty tomes. I've seen ghosts and fiends and horrors, met knights and bold explorers, as I've wandered every corner of this island we call home.
Wow, please. No more. No more. Holy shit. What the fuck was that?
Lovely there. Kind of oversells the place, don't you think?
Wow.
I sure won't be calling this place home. But hey, aren't you popular? Messenger from the Night Regent herself was looking for you. Getting fancy, aren't we? She's keen to have a word with you up at the keep. Word around town says the Night Regent's just a puppet. You think that's what drew the crowds? But sounds like unlike
Oh,
those
Grace.
red-eyed-
Whatever. Honestly. Shit. How do I put my... Nope. Nope. I don't know how I put my sword away. No idea. Yeah, this game is so funny to play through this game as well, because this game is... when did it come out? It was quite a few years ago now, wasn't it? This game is DEI Central. If you like a bit of DEI, this is the game for you. Some of the characterization is hilarious. How the characters will just randomly tell you about things that are about themselves that are currently socially, you know, big or inflammatory or whatever it is you want to call them. Yeah, it's hilarious. I think I've come out the wrong way here. Can't remember how to put my weapon away. That's annoying. It's alright, I'm not reading the notes, but I've kind of read them all before. More than once.
The farmers tonight, the miners, no word in days. We need to know what's going on out there, Lochner.
The people are simply distracted. Word has spread of the true heir's return. As acting regent, you have served Pride faithfully, and I'm sure this is unsettling for you. But you can set aside your concerns.
When the new king is ready to assume his duties, I will gladly stand down. But not before.
Of course. Now, I have preparations to attend to.
This is what you get for most of the game, essentially. You get a diverse girl boss in charge and a snivelling white bloke in some form. Pretty much through the whole game, every town you go to is exactly the same. It is hilarious.
Ah, you must be the one from the beach. Zelpane believes you to be honorable, and I trust his judgment. But I like to hear reports firsthand. We saw signs of corruption by the shore, but we believed it was isolated, and that no one at that is... not what I wanted to hear. You should know that we normally go to great lengths to make newcomers feel with all the excitements for the return of the true heir. I believe we are ignoring signs of grave threats to Prydwen. And news of corrupted adds to the list. However, the greater concern right now is the rush of disappearances. Sworn knights who failed to report in over the last several weeks.
Don't worry, the true heir will not be coming back, because that would then mean that you're not in charge.
But they have not returned as of yet.
And that is not
And
a
now
thing.
I feel they are missing as well. Still, it counsels patience. Loknir believes the return of the royal bloodline will Oh, still, with the remain that's if
Okay, what do you want us to do? Ba-dum. I was watching the I was watching some live stream thing from the devs the other day, and you see a lot of stuff on, you know, YouTube and Discord and stuff saying how terrible the game is, how dead it is, etc, etc, etc. And you know, I mean, when you look at the roadmap and the stuff, I don't know how big the dev team is now, but
danger abounds, but your fortune will be grown. The lost banished, mountain and dale speak the tale. A warrior of wit and renown. Artorius raised them strong and brave. A true heir for the heir. Bring flowers fair, that we may build.
what hair products is she using? Holy moly. I'm kind of getting sucked into side quests here. I kind of said to myself for this playthrough, I was just going to go through the main quest. Unlock all the staves. I'm not sure what I'm...
Are you the one I've been hearing about? But then I realized...
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. What I liked when I first started playing the game, and I still quite like it. Like, I like the gameplay loop they have, where you go to a location, you go to the town, you pick up quests in that location, you move around, explore the area, do some quests, and then you come back and hand a quest in and move on to the next area. That was something I really liked about it. What have we got to do? So we've got to go... I'm going to speak to the snivelling bloke before we... snivelling slimy bloke before we move on.
Ah, yes. The newcomer invited to an audience with the Knight Regent. Yeah.
I'm getting sucked again. All these side quests keep popping up. My OCD just means that I can't not go and pick them up. Anyway, you know.
I'd help you settle in. We've lost men, lost equipment. I have to...
Okay, another quest. There's another one over here as well, wasn't there, somewhere? One of the things I find at end game as well, that I'm not sure if the game solved it yet, but when you get to end game, you get to level 65, you often get there much sooner than the end of the story.
Love keeps you warm. I've made a fair guy. Yes, this is the first time.
I think last time I played it, I think I got to 65 before I even started doing any of the expansions. And it just means that for quite a big chunk of the game, especially the 2 expansions, you just don't. Your experience is just wasted. And I thought it would have been good if they could have come up with some sort of some sort of horizontal progression to. Let's go and do one first. Horizontal progression to kind of move. So the experience you gain is not wasted, or at least the experience goes into something, and you get like a chest every now and again or whatever, you know. But yeah, that wasn't the. It wasn't the way it worked. I'm not sure if they've done anything with it now. I haven't really started much in the way of gathering or anything yet either. So I've actually... Oh, I've got one, yeah. I think sometimes the turkeys drop a really good knife. And I think they drop it also outside of... I think they drop it outside of the event that is normally... It's normally on for. But anyway, yeah, this is what I like, just running around taking stuff from chests, essentially. Looting other people's stuff. What does that say about me? Oh, it's actually people, actually NPCs here. Okay. It's a good, the game creates a great atmosphere as well to play in, like the sound effects, and very immersive. There's a great world to explore as well. Like I think they might have cancelled it actually now. The Amazon Studios were working on a Lord of the Rings on MMO. I don't know. I don't know if it's right. I sort of heard that it had been cancelled, but I've got no hope for it, of course, because it'll just be
I'm your friend.
a load of nonsense like this game. But it would have been interesting to run around the world that they created.
After all those years in that hole together, don't make me do
God's
this.
sake. Just kill her, God's sake. Is this the quest?
Whoa, you! If you thought you were going to the mines, think
So you got someone in the age of sail who probably wouldn't have been sailing, and she's got an accent like she's from the East End of London. Like explain it to me, please. Holy smoke! I'll kill some lost miners. Okay. Oh, it's any of these dudes. I thought it was just certain dudes, but it looks like it's just any of them. Ooh. Those iron guardsman insignias used to sell for quite a lot of money. I think they were quite important in crafting, but I've got no idea. I think they've added a load of crafting stuff to the game. Oh, I've got a key as well. I used to enjoy going on chess runs as well. Like you just get like dozens of people running around all the big elite areas, just opening chests and things. Just enjoy that. The actual loot system is very very like looter shooter-ish. You know, I think they've changed it a bit, so you're maybe more likely to get stuff that you need, maybe, depending on what you've got equipped. Not even sure what I was working towards here. I just want to do damage at the moment. After dodging, gain 10% in power. Okay. It's more damage. Just have to dodge first. Well, when I see shiny gatherables, I'm like, oh, I've got to go and work on my gathering. one of them things. Oh, no.
Look for Elias. He was trying to fight back. I'm making a run for it.
Right. See ya. If you like running around reading stuff as well, there's like a kind of lot of environmental storytelling. So what have we got? I've just got a bundle of quests I'm running around doing. I didn't even know they were in the same area, to be honest. Yeah, you also gain a small amount of XP for the weapon you've got equipped now. You don't have to swap to it and do any damage to it. It's only a tiny amount of XP though, but you know, it does go up. Should be dodging to get the empower, but I'm not. I did. Okay. Oh, I've got 2 other dudes to rescue.
The mine's lost! Everyone is withered!
Yeah, whatever.
I'm getting out of here!
When are we going to be able to play an MMO again where you can actually kind of reasonably play a bit of a shithead? It's just you've got to do the right thing all the time. At least like you know, like 25 years ago in EverQuest, you could at least reasonably roleplay someone who was bad. They even gave you gods to roleplay with and stuff. This game is just the same good shit. Goody shit. Can you help me? No, I think you're a twat. Fair enough.
I thought I'd never get out of here. Thank you.
It's kind of more of a what we got here. Okay, so have we cleared all the quests here? Oh, I've got to go and speak to that one. Okay. I'm not sure if any of you guys still play New World. It's kind of got its kind of like niche audience, you know, of hardcore players. It was one of those games though, wasn't it, that it just got off to an amazing start when it first came out, but people left and the vast majority of them just never went back, you know. It was one of those games. How did you do right over there? Okay. I think all the events have pretty much stayed the same as well, like the winter event, spring event, whatever. I don't think they've ever changed them. I kind of imagine that the game is ticking over for the most part, with you know, like as much new content as they can afford to get out, essentially. Not sure if Amazon have just cut funding or whatever, but.
Oh, finally, a sign of hope. A brave warrior battling their way through the withered. Oh, it's beyond a relief to see you up here. Now maybe we can find a way to reclaim the mine. And for that I'm mighty grateful, sure enough. But we can't go without dealing with that infernal relic that caused this disaster. I saw it with my own eyes. An ancient tablet unearthed from its rocky tomb. I had a bad feeling about it from the start. An ill omen, to be sure. Nah, I told ya.
Let's just get on with it. He sounded like he's from some combination of France and Germany, that guy. Who the hell's doing the accents for this game? Okay. Does that mean it's not there? Oh, okay. I know it's only low level and stuff, but like, you know, it's just like, I don't know, just like face tanking the boss mob, really. Didn't need to do anything more than that. Nice big chest though. Ooh. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, is that done? I guess so. I always wanted like the dual wielding pistols that mob's got as a weapons. That'd be good. They did talk about it. It felt like they were talking about a dual wieldy weapon coming out, the next weapon. And there's been a lot of talk about like daggers and stuff. So maybe you'll get like a rogue type thing. Thing is as well, that problem with it is though, is that what will it do? It's not going to be a rogue in a sense that you can stealth around and all that kind of stuff because of the PvP element. You know.
You did it, Sen?
Like the PvE element is limited because they've got to think about PvP when they're designing the classes. It's just not. What do we do, eh? What do we do? We want new games, don't we? What do we do? We want some good new games. Saying that though, for it to be fair, Dune, you know, I've enjoyed that a lot so far. Let's go straight across to the quest. I was thinking about unlocking some points, but fast travel points, but last time I played I kind of avoided those as well, unless it was like a chess run or something where you kind of can't really avoid them. The sound design in this game is amazing. I don't know who it was, but it's amazing. Like the sound of the wind blowing the trees. I love when you hear someone mining and they're a little distance from you and you get like an echo sound. Just pretty cool. I think you can get stuff also now to there's a chess run going on. I think you can also get stuff now to speed up the process of certain things, so you can get like weapon experience buffs, I think, and trade experience buffs, that kind of thing. God, that was aggro. Actually, in the early levels, your secondary weapon goes up quite a lot without even using it. That's pretty handy. Oh, it missed. I love the some of the still looks great as well. I think the game. It's all about the immersion. I think that's what I'm a sucker for. The chest opening and the gathering stuff, you know, like the dopamine hit, and then it's the immersion that does it, I think. Yeah, finding some cool fishing spots to fish, that was always good fun as well. I don't know what I did that for. I'm trying to find the weapon. I'm trying to find the key to put the weapon away. Okay, should go and look. I think we've got some points to spend. Always storage, always standing game. For the most part. More points. You get a lot of stuff thrown at you at an early stage. In fact, I would argue that you know, let's make sure there's no. Oh, 3. What's 3? Place the oh, okay. Oh, hello. See you. Okay. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, well, we can't interact with them in any way. I kind of this game. I find this game so immersive that I just used to create little things for myself to do. So, like once I started, I think this was before the expansion came out, but I started here and I ran all around the whole coast, all the way around the coast as much as I could. And it was pretty cool, just looking at stuff. Am I going to be able to get up there? Let's go and check it out. They do quite a good snowy biome as well, which I like. There's not enough of them. I think there's only like 1 or 2 roughly areas, but yeah. Just the way up. I guess so. I think you've also got a point. I think the game has also reached that point on the. What are these dudes doing? Oh, cool! They've got like a proper little bonfire going, and it's like a bit cold. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I think the raid side of it's got to a point where it's you've got like. You have to have a certain level of stuff, or you can do a raid, and like people, you have to link your gear so people can check that you're high enough level and stuff. I always thought that was a bit lame. I don't think it's a good way to design an MMO, but there you go. And I think it's actually tied to that. So I think if someone's level is too low, then I think it just makes it just so much harder for everyone else. It's not even like a skill thing, I don't think.
You sing and best.
Yeah, whatever. Which is a bit of a shame. It's funny playing this because it's Kevin De Bruyne. He's retired and joined New World.
8, 9.
Yeah, whatever, mate. Don't care. What was I talking about something and it's completely skipped my mind. What a great streamer I am. Let's get over here. Yeah, like playing through this, it's interesting how so many elements kind of really remind me of Dune. And I think that's kind of... Oh, I got a new, better sword, maybe. Very shiny. Yeah, it reminds me of Dune. I think that's kind of where the addiction thing's coming in. I don't think there's been any new expansions announced for this in the upcoming roadmap. I don't think. Maybe a new zone? I'm not sure. A raid? Blah de blah. Yeah, I think that kind of says a lot about the where the development is, I think.
You return. Excellent. What did we will stop? We'll need to, but before.
Right, so I got a. How do you you used to have your bag slot here, but your bag. Oh, okay, your bag slot's on a different. So I've actually got a bag. Cool. I picked up stuff that I probably should be equipping, but mining gloves, no. No, the optimization sometimes is really weird. So, like, I think I picked this up recently from a quest, but I kind of was given one near the beginning, like from a quest as well. I mean, I can understand the looter-shooter type where it's just random, but from a quest optimization point of view, it seems weird giving you something that's essentially a bit worse than you've just picked up in another quest, pretty much near the start of the game.
I've just seen Elias and learned of the tragedy at the...
King Artorius arrived on Eternum 700 years ago to discover a people scattered and divided. Promising order, he united Southern Eternum for the first time since the era of the Ancients. The king's rule was built upon the armor-clad shoulders of his sworn knights. Courageous Sir Gawain, fierce Sir Lancelot, and the loyal Sir Galahad. Their valor was tested when hordes of corrupted attacked from the north, guided by none other than the king's fallen advisor, the wizard Mirrodin. In the wake of the conflict, King Artorius was gone. Fate unknown as the kingdom crumbled. Lancelot left seeking vengeance, and Galahad to create a new life. But Sir Gawain was heir to the throne. He departed, seeking only divine blessing for his rule. Prydwen was in a dire state, ravaged by war, its people demoralized. It was Minister Lochner who held the town together, safeguarding the throne for Gawain's return. But Surgeon Jay of Ebonscale Reach captured the hearts of the people. After so many dark years, she emerged as a beacon of hope and was appointed Knight Regent. Now the minister informs us he spotted Sir Gawain's sails on the horizon. And we prepare for the true heir to finally come home and claim his throne.
Yes.
Oh, perhaps you understand how momentous...
I think you meet Galahad or one of the knights a bit later on in the quest, and as you would expect, he's a massive girl's blouse. Where is he?
After so many years without our true leader, it's natural to have doubts. But I assure you, the hour draws near. The bloodline of Artorius will soon sit again upon the throne. What we have endured here pales in comparison with what challenges Gawain has faced in his long journey home. But he has persevered for you, the people of Prydwen. We must ask ourselves, how will we show, nay prove, to our new king that we are as devoted to him as he is to us?
hour arrives, I know he will find his subjects have remained true. And we will honor him as we once honored Artorius himself!
And pledge our undying loyalty.
Ah, our brave newcomer. Do tell, though.
Anyway, gents, and ladies, I think I'm going to stop the stream here. I didn't really have any intention of streaming New World, to be honest. And Dune went down because I guess, my fault. I should have checked, but the game has been coming down far too much anyway. So what I'll probably do is I will come back tomorrow and we'll stream Dune then. And see where we can get. Yeah, sorry for the short one. Not that I normally do long streams, but yeah. I kind of have little enthusiasm for streaming this. As you can maybe able to tell. I like running around and doing the stuff. But yeah, I don't think that's particularly interesting from a stream point of view. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Tomorrow, hopefully.